Yes. Good morning, people. It is what it is. It's your boy again, GMW exclusive. You know, you don't. It is what it is. Back at you. Yes. Just a quick one. A friend of mine asked me a question today, and I'm going to answer that question publicly. The question goes: was God aware that Eve was going to eat the apple? The simple answer to that is yes. And this is the explanation to that. And right now, I'm practically speaking to Christians, and I do understand that to a very high degree or to a very high level, there's similarity between Christians and Muslim and some few other religions in terms of the creation story, which is Adam and Eve. So the question is, like I said earlier on, was God aware that Eve was going to eat the apple? Yes, God was aware, and this is the simple explanation to that. God created heaven and earth. So at that time, before Adam came into existence, heaven and earth belongs to God. When God gives you something, he doesn't take back, right? I'm sure we all agree with that. So at the point when he created Adam, he gave Adam dominion. So at that point, he withdrew from earth, right? He withdrew from earth, and the earth belongs to man. Put it that way, the earth belongs to man at that point. Then he created Eve. Eve was created from Adam's rib, and at the same time, God. So it was a combination of God and Adam, because God still gave Eve life. All he took from Adam to bring Eve to life so that Eve can share part of Adam's nature is the rib. Now, if God owns heaven and earth, and if God knows everything before it happens, so automatically God knew Eve was going to eat the apple. So then, why did God create Eve if he knew he was going to do that? God could have created Eve with one single mindset, which is just do as I say. God is not a military man. God gives every human the willpower. It gives every human the choice to make their own decisions. He would not compel you to follow him by force. No, God does not make you follow him by force. It has to be a choice. It has to be a decision that you have to take. But however, God would always let you understand or sound you a warning to say that, okay, listen, if you follow me, this is what is going to happen. And if you don't follow me, this is what's going to happen. And, the Bible explains all of that. So I don't want to go into much details about that. So God knew Eve was going to eat the apple, but he still went ahead to create Eve simply because he wanted Eve to have a choice. He wanted Eve to make the choice. He does not, because at the time he left the earth by giving the earth to man, he could not, he won't be the God he is if he still controls every decision a man takes without the man having the willpower to make his own decisions and choice. So what Eve did in the Garden of Eden by eating the apple was a choice. And God knew that already. But however, God still went ahead and create Eve so that Eve can, make her own choice. And that's simply explain the fact that, when you have your own choice, you make your own decisions. And, if you want to follow God willingly, not by force. Like I said earlier on, not by force. So God knew Eve was going to eat the apple. That's the simple truth. And it's not a mistake that he created Eve. No. If God wanted to go a different way about the whole story of the Bible, God could have just say, okay, you know what, Eve, you're not going to have a mind of your own, or Adam, you're not going to have a mind of your own. All you're just going to do is what I say. Then it becomes more of a military regime. But God does not operate like that. No, he does not operate like that. God is a God of mercy. He's a God that sits back and let you decide what you feel is good for you, in as much as he knows what is best for you, but he will not choose it for you. You would have to make your choice. So if eating the apple was a result of choice, And that was a wrong choice Eve made. And the blame does not just go to Eve, it goes to Adam as well. It goes both ways. So the simple answer to that is yes, God was aware that Eve was going to eat the apple, but that did not stop God from creating Eve. God did not say, okay, I'm going to stop you. I'm not going to create you because I don't want you to do this. No, then that's not just. I will create you and I will still give you that choice in as much as I know what you're going to do, but I'll leave that decision to you. Because it said, in the Bible, there's a place that said before Abraham, I was. So if God was before Abraham, that means even everything we're doing right now, God is aware of it. Every choice, every steps we take, God is aware of it before we were created. So if God didn't want us to make our own choices, or if God didn't want us to take our own decisions, a lot of us won't be created, or perhaps many of us who do wrong probably wouldn't have been created, and we would have just have one nature, positive or true. But then, on the other hand, don't forget the devil exists. So that's where you, as a human being, you have to choose between the two gods: the God of creation and the God of deceit. So if you choose to follow the God of creation, which is the God that gave you life, the God that formed you in his own image, then you know what? Be happy for that. Be happy about that. Be happy you're taking that decision. And if you decide to, follow the God of deceit, it's your choice. It is your choice. But at the end of the day, when the time comes, which is after death, we will all know if whatever choice we've made, or if whatever steps we've taken is right or wrong. But nonetheless, your conscience, that's why you have a conscience, would always tell you if what you're doing is right or if what you're doing is wrong. And if you've lost your conscience, sorry my friend, you need to find it. So the simple answer is, God was aware Eve was going to eat the apple, and that did not stop God or deter God from creating Eve. Thank you.